Hello everybody, and here we are with some Pokemon Champions gameplay. We have a really cool team with Talonflame, Power Gem Gholdengo, with a strong Raincoat of Dragonite, Politoed, and Swampert, and Mamoswine to beat some of the annoying, pesky Pokemon that we don't want to face. So, if you like this team, tell me. If you want to see this content more, tell me. And yeah. If you also want to use this team for yourself, here are the EVs. We have very high defense for our Gholdengo, so it can beat Garchomp. And we have a pretty strong Politoed. So let's get straight into the action. Obviously we got Cordy's gym here. You know, just the normal. We also got tell me what your favorite new Mega is coming into Pokemon Champions. For me, it's Mega Charizard X, just because it's my favorite Pokemon of all time, so, you know, obviously it's going to be my favorite Mega. And yeah, tell me your favorite. So here we have the Trickman team, maybe we can do that next. Tell me what you want to see next. If it's this again, the same team, a different team. If you have a different team in mind, please comment, like, comment and subscribe. If you want to see me play other Nintendo games, I'm playing mobile here, but I could play some Nintendo games, maybe some mobile games, maybe some computer games. We'll see. So yeah, if you have any recommendations I think I could play, tell me in the comments. So here we are facing off a Staraptor Sun with Trick Room, with Back Legion, Aegislash, Sneasler, and Draft and Torkoal. So here I'm pretty sure I took Gholdengo and Dragonite as a lead, just because that does a lot of damage into the Giraffe, who obviously is I think it's gonna set up Trick Room, although he has three Pokemon who don't really need Trick Room. It's a half and half, you know, half Trick Room, half not. So yeah, obviously Gholdengo coming, because Gholdengo can't be touched by 1, 2, 3 of his Pokemon, so half and half, as we said. Obviously, we bring Politoed and Swampert here, just because one of the Pokemon who can touch Gholdengo, obviously loses just straight to Swampert, and it also does just lots of damage. So yeah, so here we are getting into the match. And also, if we win our next 2 matches that we play here, we will get to Ultra Ball 3, rank up. So here comes, as I thought, for a Sneasler. So here I predict that he's going to fake out my Dragonite, although I don't protect my Dragonite just in case. I do think that. I'm staying on Gholdengo just because he can't really do anything to me. Twin Beam, Psychic, Hyper Beam does nothing, you know. So we go for obviously just to make a rain here. It can do a lot to each. I could have went for a Dazzling Gleam so we wouldn't lose some of our stats, but I think it was an okay play. Same as the Draco Meteor. Here I think we could have protected our Dragonite, just because obviously he's gonna fake him out. I knew that, I don't know. I just thought there was a small chance that he might not. So obviously he comes out the fake out, he ruins our multi-skill. So watching this back, I think I should have predicted. Obviously, Make a Rain comes off. It's going to do a good chunk to both. Maybe 40% for Giraffe. Okay, around 40% and 90%, which is great. So that's 130% damage. Obviously, Trick Room comes up, but since he doesn't really have much offensive pressure, I don't really mind. I feel like I could stay in and go for another Make a Rain or Dazzling Gleam, or I could swap out, which I'm pretty sure I do here. Yeah. Because he's obviously not just gonna wait and let my Gholdengo wrath. So I think I'll go into Swampert, yeah, because Swampert can hit strong rain boosted moves. Draco Meteor is good, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna protect the Giraffe, because watching back of it, why would he not? Like, he can't really do much damage, and he needs another Pokemon in to do the damage for him. I see why he goes to Torkoal here, because it threatens my Gholdengo. Only one of the few Pokemon he has that. Well, obviously 3 of his Pokemon threaten Gholdengo, but Torkoal is the only one who doesn't take super effective damage from Gholdengo. So comes in Torkoal, and obviously comes in Swampert. Dragonite Draco Meteor is protected, but we're in a good position here, as we can go for liquidation to one hit KO Torkoal if in rain, and we do swap him Politoed to get the rain up, because I think he's gonna go for a solar beam here, and solar beam can't OHKO my solar beam in sun takes 1 turn, but in the rain that we're gonna set up, it takes only 2 turns. And eruption won't do a lot, especially now that we have the rain on our side, because the rain makes fire type moves only do 50% compared to the 150% in sun. So yeah, we mega evolve off for not Feraligatr, Swampert. Man, let me know if you want to see a Mega Feraligatr team, but we mega evolve Swampert. He goes for Helping Hand, which tells me he's probably gonna go for Eruption, which wasn't really expected because Eruption into Swampert plus Dragonite doesn't really do much. You can see here that Politoed and Swampert tank it. Obviously a liquidation is coming here, as you saw, and this is obviously gonna OHKO unless he Sash, which he is not. You won't really see much Sash Torkoals, mostly Charcoal, Life Orb, or Lefties, you know, just something that can boost his damage or make it bulkier, or maybe even like the Heat Rock. Anyway, obviously he's gonna figure out one of my mons, but I don't know which one, so we just go for Muddy Water plus liquidation. Obviously best case scenario here is he fakes out nobody, or actually no, that he fakes out my Swampert as what's happened. Sadly got poison, but it doesn't really matter in the end. And the great thing is that Politoed is the Pokemon really don't want to get faked out. I don't know why, but he doubled into my Swampert. I guess I'm not sure why he done that. Maybe he just didn't really care about the Politoed, just because. Well, his last Pokemon was the Raptor, as we're gonna see. That actually is up his key, foreshadowing. I don't really know why he went for that double into Swampert, just because I would say Politoed is more frightening than Swampert here. Anyway, comes in just the Raptor, and he intimidates both our Pokemon. So yeah, Politoed is definitely even more frightening now than Swampert. We check how much turns of rain are left, so we go for the Protect and Trick Room. Go for the Protect plus Muddy Water. Obviously we don't want Daxi drop on Raptor, because if you don't know, its ability is Contrary, and Contrary means that stat drops become stat boost, and stat boost becomes stat drops. So obviously we don't actually drop, because I'll give him actually boost. Although most Raptor moves are 100% accurate, because it runs close combat to boost its defenses, and Brave Bird, and Roost, and Protect, and sometimes maybe Tailwind. So it goes for the double Protect. Obviously I still protect my Swampert. I don't really see why he done this play again, just because it doesn't really help him. He probably thought I'd go down to poison damage, but my Swampert isn't really frightening here. I think he overestimated my Swampert. Yeah. So yeah. Here I think I'll go for liquidation onto the Redraft. No, actually Staraptor. I'm guessing I was banking on Muddy Water to take it for draft down, but obviously this tip damage on Staraptor is pretty nice. And yeah, so tell me what you'd have done different here in the comment sections below. My dad does a whopping 51%, which is great. Obviously he gets the stat boost from the close combat, and yeah, so I thought this might be like, so sadly the free draft dodges. I thought this might be a slow Staraptor, and it still could be from what we've seen. And yeah, obviously sadly he gets the contrary accuracy boost, and sadly he missed, and sadly he hits a Psychic, although he has a -1 accuracy. So here I could have went into Gholdengo, but I decided to opt into Dragonite. Dragonite comes in, and here what I'm thinking is that Hurricane, no matter, even if it roosts, Hurricane just knocks it out, no matter what. Even Thunder does. Actually no, maybe Thunder doesn't, because of the special defense boost. But the Weather Ball is probably, I don't know if I click Weather Ball Muddy Water, but if that for one is definitely gonna hopefully KO that Fragoraph. And if it doesn't, hopefully it can miss, you know. So he does roost, what I thought, and we do counter with a hurricane. And it does KO even at +1. And hopefully our weather ball knocks out the photograph. So we do reveal our life orb. I do really like the life orb set just because of how much value you get from it. The weather ball, without using Mega Slot, the weather ball comes out just 52%, and the psychic misses because of that accuracy drop. But I don't think that really mattered because I also missed my muddy water, and he does forfeit. So that's 1 win, 0 losses from that's our record, obviously. Yeah, so we beat them, and here we are. We're gonna go into our next match. So tell me what you thought about the team in that first match. What I could have done better, what I could have showed off more. And the great thing is that if we win our next match, we get into Ultra Ball 3. So the stakes are high here. Ultra Ball 4 is normally the hardest rank for me to get out of, just because of how different it is. Like sometimes you'll see random sap sipper for giraffes, because it's really unexpected with the close team sheets. So yeah, as I said before, if there's any other games you want me to play, please tell me in the comments. Even if it's one-off, it's a series, mostly Nintendo games or mobile games. And yeah, let's get right back into the action. So here we are, we're facing a Sand plus Sun team. This is really cool as we can show off our Gholdengo Talonflame tech here. And then he also has, also we see the Exo Tyranitar, Charizard, Venusaur. The cool thing about Venusaur that not many people use anymore on Sun teams. Well, not nearly as much as it was at the start of Pokemon Champions. At the start, every other team was Charizard, Venusaur, maybe even more than that, just because it's so strong. Anyway, I choose the Swampert and Politoed back, just because it counters both weathers. Wait, Swampert and Politoed into his team get super effective on every single Pokemon, because Swampert has Ice Punch, and then the Water, Ground just do a lot, and then also have Icy Wind on Politoed, and hopefully a Rain Boost. So here we go. So we lead off with Gholdengo Talonflame. I predict a fake out worse Heat Wave, which is what I would do too if I was in the situation. So I go for the Tailwind just in case he doesn't fake out and he tries to go for like a, I don't know, parting shot. So we go for the Tailwind plus Protect, because obviously we can't show off our Power Gem tech if we can't move. So yeah, we go for Protect, and obviously he Mega Evolves to get that Sun boost, so he can do even more damage to my Talonflame. Yeah, Talonflame is gonna take a lot from this Heat Wave. Although it's resisted, he will take a lot. So as I thought, he Mega Evolves. We go for Protect, as we said. As I thought, he goes for the Fake Out, taking away my Gale Wings, but doesn't really matter because we French. And we're still the fastest, yeah. Obviously we protect ourselves from the Heat Wave, and it lands doing a bit less than 100 damage, maybe like 80 there. And here we go for the move that we talked about, Tailwind plus Power Gem. After doing some damage calcs, I see that even a max HP, max special defense, Mega Charizard Y can't take a Power Gem from Modest Gholdengo. Not even one. Modest max special attack Gholdengo. So yeah, it's really cool because most Charizards won't expect this. They'll expect to be able to destroy Gholdengo, but we'll hear back. And also, most people pair Charizard Y with Garchomp, which we can hit back with Dazzling Gleams. Here, Parting Shot doesn't work because of our good as gold ability. As I was saying, two Dazzling Gleams can knock out the Garchomp, and we can live up to 2 Earthquakes from a Jolly Garchomp if we are lucky with its ability and damage rolls, because it could do like 49% because we're running 26 defense. So here comes the Venusaur we were talking about earlier. We go for the dual wing beat. I'm pretty sure the Venusaur protects here. I should have played a bit smart here, going for dual wing beat on Incineroar. Just because, you know, obviously he's going to protect. There's nothing he can really do much besides Earth Power. I guess it wasn't really that obvious. So our gem is obviously going to do a lot to the Incineroar. At least 50, I think. Maybe 48, 46. But at least a good chunk, more than 40%. So it comes off, it was 48%, which is really cool. And Incineroar goes for Flare Blitz. So Gholdengo has taken out one fire type Pokemon in the sun and done 48% to 1 and make it do lots of recoil damage to itself. Sadly, it has Citrus Berry here, so it heals back up to 50%. So we can basically say Gholdengo done 150% to its fire types. Politoed comes in to redirect the weather to our side, the drizzle, and now has boosted moves, obviously. So he goes for the Muddy Water plus Dual Wing Beat. I think this is my best play here, just because we're getting super effective damage across the board. We have speed control, at least with Talonflame, sorry. And he can't really do much back, because I'm guessing this Venusaur has Solar Beam, because it's the Sun team. And Dual Wing Beat comes off, it does a good chunk, more than half. Yep, 60% actually. And then I'm not sure who goes next. Is it? Okay, Politoed goes next because of the Tailwind. Knocks out Incineroar. Does 28% to Venusaur. Although it's not very affected, the Rain plus Stab boost is really a lot. Before I used Mystic Water, and I think it might have almost KO'd with Mystic Water, but now we're using Damp Rock, as you saw in the team preview, just because, you know, sometimes games stretch long with this team. So Tailwind has one more turn left, so what I do is, I know he's gonna protect his Venusaur, so we go for the Will-O-Wisp here. We do that just in case he, I guess just in case he misses or it breaks his sash, but we could have just went for Dual Wing Beat anyway. But I'm pretty sure later we learn that he's not sashed. Anyway, Will-O-Wisp comes off, so he's gonna do less damage. Ideally he takes out Talonflame here, but sadly so lucky we hit a ban. But yeah, sadly he misses our Talonflame and hits the Politoed. Exactly not what we wanted. We wanted the opposite happen. But hopefully our Politoed doesn't flinch here, which I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Yep, Muddy Water comes off. Obviously Venusaur protects himself. Muddy Water lands. So the window is basically like a safety security check. Just so if we miss Muddy Water, it's fine, because he does half the damage anyway. And our Tailwind's gone, but there's nothing much he can do, because even without Tailwind we have speed. We go for U-turn because that can't miss, and we also go for Weather Ball. No, we go for Baloof actually, checking the rain turns, but in that time he forfeits. Yeah, so guys, I just want to say thank you for watching. Recommend what games I should play in the comments below, and